We've not got involved with politics or religion.
Yeah, but this is on the home front. And also, back in the presidential election, I was in such a horrendous place that I wasn't going to pop my head out of the sand for anything.
Why would you? I mean, does Bob Hope do it? Did Bing Crosby do it? Does Mick Jagger do it?
Hell? Come on.
No, what I'm saying right now is
Bob Hope and
First
Bing
of all,
Crosby.
these aren't your dad's celebrities and these aren't your dad's Republicans.
Imagine if we came to you and said, hey, we've got this idea that we could halve the number of people that come to you next tour.
And the other thing, just from a security
So
standpoint,
you think
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history. And if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
Taylor, here's the problem.
I just want to read you what I wrote, and I'm going to try to start. I just really want you to know that this is important to me.
I
and this
totally
is something that
I'm sorry to do this to you, but believe it or not, this is a video that's making its way around woke leftist circles today, and I kid you not, they're actually celebrating it. They actually think that this spoiled, whining political tantrum over Republicans crushing liberals is somehow a role model, an exemplar for speaking out against injustice. Let's just have some fun.
Have you heard hers?
Yes, I've read the entire thing. And the bottom line right now, I'm terrified. I'm the guy that went out and bought armored cars.
I worry for her safety as much as anybody does. Maybe more.
it really is a big deal to me. She votes against fair pay for women. She votes against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which is just basically protecting us from domestic abuse and stalking. She thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed to be kicked out of a restaurant. It's really basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point. And I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am Christian. That's not what we stand for. I need to do this. I need you to just, Dad, I need you to forgive me for doing it, because I'm doing it.
I'll be back.
That's right. He'll be back and we'll be back. It's time to celebrate the great return by clicking on the link below and getting your very own Trumpinator 2024 bobblehead in preparation for Donald Trump's glorious reascendance to the United States presidency. I mean, gang, look at this. I've got mine. It's so awesome. I love it. This collectible bobblehead from Proud Patriots is made with the highest quality material and really is a must-have for any Trump fan who wants to send some energy towards what is shaping up to be the most glorious political comeback in history. Now, don't wait. There are just a limited number of these collectibles, and you don't want to be caught paying way more later on eBay after somebody who bought it puts it up there. So whatever you do, don't wait. Click on that link below right now and show your support for Trump 2024 today. So that was Taylor Swift in a scene from her 2020 Netflix documentary entitled, if you can believe it, Miss Americana. The clip that you saw was a behind-the-scenes look of when she told her father, who's one of the men there, that she wanted to come out and speak publicly against Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn. Now, look, I frankly could care less what Taylor Swift has to say about anything, let alone politics. She obviously thinks with her feelings and provides us with little more than a junior high level rant. But what was so astonishing to me is how many on the woke left actually thought that that little temper tantrum was something to be lauded and shared on social media. Check this guy out.
Hats off to Taylor Swift for taking a stand and not listening to those around her who were telling her to just play it safe and stay quiet. What's clear is that this is a moment where our democracy and our rights are at stake. And so the idea that we can just ignore the problems posed by MAGA extremism is naive at best and outright dangerous at worst. You're either on the side of doing what's right or you're helping those who we're fighting against.
Yep, that's right. You're either with us or against us, right? It's called totalizing categories, radicalized perspectivalism, and it's ironically the most anti-democratic position anyone can hold to, and thus undermines basically everything he just said. But then again, look who he's tipping the hat to, right? I mean, seriously, gang, how can anyone who doesn't know what a woman is lecture Republicans on women's rights? How is Marsha Blackburn a woman? How could she possibly be anti-woman? How do you even begin? And I mean, literally begin explaining that intelligibly. And again, explaining it without deference to all this coded language and woke colloquialisms that do more to obfuscate reality than clarify it. My favorite there was how Taylor Swift whined and complained about Marsha Blackburn claiming to be a defender of Tennessee Christian values. Well, I'm from Tennessee. I'm a Christian. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. Well, my dear, again, perhaps you'd like to explain how radical leftist secular values are in any way, shape, or form distinctively Christian. If they're secular, they obviously are not. Perhaps that's why Tennessee Christians overwhelmingly rejected Taylor Swift back in 2018. Marsha Blackburn absolutely crushed her Democrat opponent, and the Republicans have only continued to grow and dominate in the deep red state. In the last midterms, Tennessee Republicans won, get this, nearly 90% of state house races, 9 out of 10. Leftists may be running around celebrating Taylor's political incoherence, but obviously her secularized Christian values ring hollow in Tennessee. And it's ringing hollow, not just because of its inherent incoherence, but because red state populations, by and large, are more and more rejecting the woke victimization that comprises the essence of Taylor Swift's leftist identity politics. And that's because more and more populations are actually turning away from the modernist philosophical foundations that gave rise to woke cultural Marxism in the first place. And instead, populations are increasingly returning to nation, culture, custom, and tradition, and are in effect rejecting the globalist totalizing categories of liberal values rooted in victimhood and equity. So the irony, the delicious irony, is that Taylor Swift, by stubbornly clinging on to these old modernist ideals, is actually objectively demonstrating herself to be on the wrong side of history. In fact, all over the world, history is passing her over. The world is returning to conservative values that champion basically everything she whined and complained about. Whether it's Eastern Europe, Russia, China, the Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, everywhere we look, the values of the world are beginning to look far more like the Tennessee Christian values that Taylor Swift decries. So leftists may be excited to share this resurfaced clip, but ironically, in the end, they're only sharing in their own inevitable demise. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You'll definitely want to check out my latest video on the walls closing in on the Biden crime family. You're not going to want to miss that. So make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.